All the way around. Freckle make the assignments, I search them, or Miss Me searches them, finds one that suits and fits, and then they get sent to you. All the way around.
I have my piggy love t-shirt and then a pants.
Learning. Hermione.
Mr. Ryan, do you know our accounts on the Freckle? Or
no, actually.
what? I thought that you assigned it for us.
No,
because
Miss Me has assigned it to you. Maybe I didn't actually do it.
Because the assignment in the math, it's just easy, and then one day it kind of it become really weird because the number came with something like I don't know, but the number is weird, and my dad said it's something that we haven't learned yet.
Yeah, like I haven't assigned you anything, to be honest. If you have a question about something you can see or something you don't understand, shoot me an email, Hermione, or let me have a look at it. Because Miss Me assigned it. If there's something you don't understand or you don't know or we haven't learned yet, just let me know, and then I can try explain it to you.
I can put in the chat for you because I still remember it.
Yeah, if you want to send it to me now, I'll have a look when I get a chance. All right, no point. We haven't had a math class since January the 29th. We haven't had a math class in exactly 3 months.
Is she the one that, you know?
3 more assignments.
Miss Me has assigned them to you, yes.
Just give me Laura 4B1, and I really like that name.
Okay, cool. Thanks, Eraser, for explaining my name because I didn't know. Okay, does anybody else have any questions about Freckle whilst we have the opportunity to talk about it? Any problems, anything that they'd like me to explain? Good. Hermione. Oh, okay. Yeah, one, I don't know what the star is supposed to record, so I don't know what that little star means. Generally what that star means is multiplication, but 1 multiplied by plus minus 5 doesn't make any sense. Freckle is an online learning platform. We can assign assignments to you. So rather than me send you Google Forms or a quiz, we just run everything through Freckle. You answer on Freckle. I answer back to you on Freckle. It's just an easier way to put everything all together. My name is Brian. It's okay.
The math assignment, I see it like it was the minus, and I got the first one wrong, and then I tried to copy it from, like, I think it is take the two numbers and times them together.
Yeah, okay. It seems that way, but yeah, okay.
It is minus.
Yeah, so okay, hold on. Let me quickly. When you're multiplying by minus numbers, there's actually no difference. The only change when you are multiplying a minus number is that things will go into what's a negative number. Okay, so if we did 5 multiplied by minus 20, it equals minus 100. Okay. If you have 4 plus minus 6, the answer is minus 2. However, if you had 4 minus 6, yeah, okay, the answer equals 10. Minus equals plus. You have minus plus equals minus. You have plus minus equals minus. When you have the same, stop, yeah, star equals multiplication. Thank you very much for whoever that was. I was getting there. when you have, yes, thank you very much for everyone explaining what I've literally just explained. Really appreciate that. When you have minus minus together, they're the same. It changes this one, okay? So minus plus minus equals plus. Minus plus plus equals minus. Plus plus minus equals minus, okay? Make any more sense to everyone? We haven't done that. You don't do that for a very long time. You wouldn't do that for another, how old are you now? 9, 10. You won't do that until you're at least 11 or 12, maybe. Don't know if we do it. Don't know if we cover it in our maths through English class. I'm not too sure. I haven't looked that far ahead in the book, but yeah, 5 star minus 11 is basically 5 multiplied by minus 11. The answer is minus 55.
But I still don't understand it.
You still don't understand it? If you see 6 star 6, that's the same as 6 multiplied by 6, which equals 36. You have 5 star 10. The answer is 5 multiplied by 10, so the answer is 50. If you have 5 star minus 11, it's the same as 5 multiplied by minus 11. So the answer is minus 55. An easier way for you to do this, okay? If you're struggling when you see star and the number, okay? Yes?
Why we need the minus?
You all know what a number line is, yes?
Yes.
Okay, so let's draw a number line. And on a number line, you have lines here, and lines here, and then a line here. And then you'll have a line here as well. Here, and then we'll draw one more. 0, and this will be 1, and then this will be 2. Right? But you can also have minus 2, minus 1. What happens is the number line works both ways. Okay? It works in forwards, but it also works backwards too. We have minus numbers to reflect what the positive numbers say. Now, the reason you need things like this is that when you get to like understanding equations, especially for shapes, circles, what you need to be able to do is count in different directions. So imagine you had a circle. So let's draw a circle, try to get the circle right. So imagine you were drawing a circle. And your circle has, so you know that the size of the circle is from 1 to 2. Okay? So this bit here is 1 to 2, and then this bit here is 1 to 2. Well, then you know that the size of the circle is 4, okay? You're not always going to get positive numbers. If you draw a line through the middle of the circle, it's easy to count 1, 2, and then minus 1, minus 2. You still know it's 4 because you can see the number line 1, 2, 3, 4. But using the minus allows you to put it all on one line. It makes it easier for you to understand.
Yes.
Yeah, like, trust me, you won't need to, you're not going to have to do a lot on this going forwards, but you will see it come up quite often when you do more advanced stuff in mathematics, particularly regarding areas of shapes, areas of circles, things when you use pi. Have you used pi much in your Vietnamese mathematics? Sorry. So what will happen is when you get to understanding how big the area of a circle is, being able to use minus numbers will actually help you determine the size of things as well.
The minus thing is called the minus thing you say, I saw that it is minus. So when do we learn math?
But we can't
learn math.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not going to go in and I'm not going to make you do it. Stop. I'm not going to go in and I'm going to start make you doing tests straight away. Maybe about ecosystems, yes, because we're going to do that now. Soon, we can't do it tomorrow, we can't do it on Friday, but we can definitely do it on Monday. But Plant form and function. Yeah, you guys know this. We spent a month online teaching about it, even a little bit more, about 5 weeks. Then we will go and do the science test. With mathematics, we haven't done any mathematics for 3 months. So we need to, one, take some time to remember what we have done in mathematics, and then we can maybe do a test. But that's a while away. Let's not think about that now. Let's just, one, focus on science and ecosystems. Do the mathematics that you get in Freckle. If you have problems with the mathematics in Freckle, you all have my email address. Give me an email, send me a screenshot, tell me what you don't understand. I will explain it to you. Anyone else have any quick questions about Freckle or anything else before we move on and go jump into finishing ecosystems? Assignment is what is an article. So it's snippets of information, that Freckle, the team in Freckle, their academic team, their teachers have decided that, okay, this is a good article to explain, let's use behavioral adaptations as an example. In that article, we'll talk about behavioral adaptations and like a reading comprehension, like we would do about the chaparral. They would then ask you to answer some questions about it. And then they will, no pizza, no quizzes today. Okay, that's good.
What is that?
Onomatopoeia is words that sound like, or words that are read like they sound. For example, words like buzz or whack or thwomp or hit. Oh, there we go. So Laura's piggy, what are decomposers?
Decomposers are animals that burn dead animals into nutrients back to the soil.
Yes, good job, well done. Let me share my screen with you. Let's go through a couple quick things before we finish this. Okay, so to understand what are the abiotic factors of an ocean system. Fraser, what's an abiotic factor of the ocean?
Abiotic factors of the ocean is the water, the sun, the clouds, the air, the oxygen.
Yeah, good stuff. I'll take that. That's good. Okay, so all of these things. What's some animals that live in the ocean? Annie, what's an animal that lives in the ocean?
Fish.
Fish. Yeah, good stuff. Lily, what's another one?
A killer whale.
Killer whale. Good stuff. Mid-A, what's another one?
A starfish.
Starfish. Fantastic.
An octopus.
Octopus.
The leafy sea dragon.
A leafy sea dragon. Good stuff. So all of those animals are adapted to live in the ocean. Okay. All those animals survive by being able to, one, be able to take deep breaths and to swim and be able to do all these things which they need to do to survive in the ocean, right? The blubber is a thick layer of fat on an animal's outer body that helps it, one, stay warm, okay? Now, not all ocean water is warm. If you take the Arctic, the Antarctic, even the Pacific and the Atlantic Ocean, really, really big. And if you think about this, how long does it take you put water in a pot? You put like this much water in a pot, and you put it on the oven or on the stove, and you heat it. Imagine the ocean. The ocean's huge. The ocean's like a big giant pot, and you're trying to heat it up with just the sun. Well, it's going to take a very, very long time. Oceans are not that warm. Okay, some oceans are warm. Indian Ocean, the Australian seas, they're all kind of warm because there's lots of sunlight. They're only small. They're only warm in certain places. So animals need to have blubber to keep them warm. Okay, floating parts. Well, that makes sense. If they live in the water, they need to be able to float. They need to be able to make sure that they can survive. What other animals need to float? What animals that live in this? What animals that live in oceans need to float? Float.
Float in the water.
Yeah, well, you're hardly going to float in the air, are they? What animals need to float in the water?
A reef.
Yeah, that's fine. James, what other animals have blubber?
Is a seal.
Seal, yeah, good stuff. Hey, what other animals need to float?
Mm, float.
Yeah, float. What other animals, right? Animals, in theory, they need to float. Some fish can't go down that deep. Some fish have to go quite high. Okay, they all need to be able to float. Swimming or floating is more or less the same process, okay? So you also have animals that follow mimicry. Lots of animals that live in coral reefs, particularly, they hide amongst the coral reef so that animals cannot find them or see them or eat them, okay? What other animals do you think have camouflage in the ocean? Sorry.
Can you say the question again?
Yes, what animals have camouflage in the ocean?
Rock.
Not there. Dino, what animals also need camouflage in the ocean?
Dolphin and sharks.
Dolphins and sharks. Yeah, definitely. Do you think dolphins and sharks are that color?
I don't know what it's called, but it's the kind of animal that kind of it
Explain it to me. I'll be able to tell you what it is. What you need to understand is that lots of animals, they follow the same patterns, okay? Even if they're in the ocean, okay? The only difference between a desert adaptation and an ocean adaptation, one, there's lots of water and it can be kind of cold. If you think about the abiotic factors of a desert, what do you mean look at the clock? We've got another 15 minutes, we've got another 10 minutes left. What's an abiotic factor of a desert? What's it like in the desert?
Sand,
And, okay, what else?
cactus.
No, that's living. What's the weather like?
It's hot.
Hot, that's an abiotic factor. The temperature, what else?
The night it have a little bit cold.
Laura, what animals live in a desert? Desert. I've never heard of a desert.
Lizard.
And so what's another animal that lives in a desert?
Live in the desert.
Yes.
A lizard.
Tell me another animal that lives in the desert, please. A lizard. Okay, tell me another. We've had lizard 3 times already.
A snake.
Snake, there we go. Good stuff. Okay. Now, Minnie, what's the same thing about a lizard, snake, camel? What's the same about all these things that live in the desert? What do they need to do? What's there not a lot of in the desert?
Water.
And so what do all these animals need to be able to do to survive?
They need to store water or don't need a lot of water.
Exactly, yeah. So they all need to be able to store, or they know to not need a lot of water. Good job. So remember, you had all these animals in the ocean who need to be able to, one, be able to float and survive. That's the same for them. Desert, they all need to be able to store or not be able to survive with a lot of water. That's the same for them. So you have things, the plants and animals that live there. So you have cactus, you have, come on faster please computer. So you've got creosote bushes that have special roots. We saw that with cactus, that they go very close to the top. We got storing water. We saw that cactus, they keep their water inside. We saw that leaves, some plants only drop its leaves when when there's when there's too much sunlight. We only need to get a little bit. And some seeds, they just wait until they're rainy season. So these are all ways that animals survive. Plants survive. Animals, some they live at night. Can all control their temperature, and they keep water, they store water. So owls are nocturnal. Chameleons and jackrabbits, they control their temperature with their ears or their bodies, and the kangaroo rat stores water in its kidneys. So, finish it off very quickly. Jon Snow, what's the abiotic factor of the Arctic?
Huh?
What's the abiotic factors of animals that live in the Arctic?
Polar bears.
No, that's the biotic. What's the abiotic? The non-living things of the Arctic.
Snow.
No, what else?
Igloo.
Glue.
Cave.
No, but okay. So, what's the temperature like?
Very cold.
Okay, is it windy? Not windy?
Windy.
Okay, so those are the abiotic factors. It's cold. It's windy. There's lots of snow. Okay, so remember that These are the non-living parts, the non-living things that make the ecosystem look or behave the way it does. Guy, what's some animals that live in the Arctic?
Arctic fox.
Yeah, the Arctic fox, good stuff.
Bear.
Polar bear, yes, good stuff.
Penguin.
Yes, we call Billy. What do all these animals need to survive in the Arctic? Lily?
They need thick fur to keep themselves warm.
Yep, good job.
They have large bodies.
Yeah, they've got large bodies. The smaller animals, they tend to die. Jasmine, anything else? There's lots of camouflage, right? There's lots of camouflage. So, again, these animals, they all kind of follow the same thing. So, these birds, the ptarmigans, they have feathers on their feet to help the bird walk on the snow without sinking in. Polar bears, they've got waterproof outer fur, which keeps the polar bear dry, and thick inner fur, which keeps it warm. Musk ox, they're huge, really, really big animals. The size of those animals let them survive, retain heat. So they have this thick fur on the outside as well, which keep them warm. And then even the Arctic fox changes its coat, changes its fur when the seasons change. So what do you see here? White, 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 lots of camouflage, feathers. All of these animals have survived by making sure they're doing more or less the same things. Even the plants. So this plant has got fuzzy hairs to keep it warm. Fuzzy hairs on the outside to keep it heat, just like a polar bear, just like the ptarmigan, just like the oxen, just like the Arctic fox. And this one, it doesn't grow that big. So in this one, we need big animals. But in here, this one's not very big, okay? There are ways in which animals and plants survive in all these different ecosystems. Okay, just what I want to make sure. So when we go to do the test for this, it will be probably Monday by the time, okay? What I want you to do is make sure, like I'll send you this presentation with all these bits of information in, so you don't need to worry about that. Do make sure to read about different plants and animals that survive in different areas. It's good to know. If you get questions about that in your test and you studied it, well then that's a good thing to do, isn't it? So does anyone have any questions about what you need to do for the weekend? Pizza, do you have a question?
I always go out every day with Pete. They'll go cycling. It's really healthy though.
Bye bye everyone.